Yo, what up guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you tuned in. It means that you liked my last video enough to look at my second one. In my last video, I gave y'all 5 tips for taking better photos of your significant other, and then I challenged y'all to go out and apply these, and then also to hashtag it with Phil's photo tips, so that way I could go look at the photos. But because of the shelter in place that's in effect right now, I realized that you probably can't do that right now, and you also shouldn't. You should definitely stay at home, away from others. That being said, for today's video, I do want to inspire and challenge you to photograph indoors. I'm going to give you a behind the scenes look as I photograph Davina in our apartment and give you insight on how to make the most out of your space. So first and foremost, definitely clean up your space. I do this so that way when I go into Photoshop, I don't have to take out unnecessary things that could have just been cleaned in the moment. A critical element that I look for when I'm trying to find a good space to photograph in is lighting. As I said in my last video, lighting is everything, and it's going to make or break the photo. I cannot stress that enough. It will make or break your photo. For the sake of these videos, I'm using natural light that's coming in from the outside, but you can also use artificial light. I will do a video about using artificial light, but because I want these tips to be applicable to just everybody, I'm not gonna do that just yet. Once you find that space, the fun part and sometimes challenging part is posing your subject. The same posing tips from my last video still apply even if your subject is indoors or they're sitting. When I was directing Davina during the shoot, I made sure that she was always sitting up straight, her limbs were away from her body, and that she was still creating curves with her body. That is super important. Make sure that the poses are still adhering to those 3 simple guidelines. After your pose is set up, the next thing you want to think about is your composition. As you'll notice throughout the video, I'm constantly moving things around, such as the coffee table or the side table. Ultimately, what I'm looking for is balance between everything that's within my composition. I don't want objects to look weird or just out of place in the frame. Once you're happy with the composition, you're ready to take your photo. Be mindful though, because as you were getting everything ready, something might have changed. If you're using natural light, the lighting might have changed, or even the person you're photographing, they might have moved their pose and then it's just gonna throw it off a little bit. So you definitely wanna double check before you start taking a photo, or even after you take the photo, just like look at the photo and see, okay, did something change? Do I need to change anything? Or is the lighting still good? Is my subject still posed correctly? All of that you definitely wanna look at. As with everything, make sure that you and your subject are having fun. Again, if things aren't looking the way you want, don't panic and please do not stress. You don't want to make your subject feel uncomfortable, because trust me, if you're panicking and you're showing it, your subject is going to feel like they're not doing a good job, which will then cause them to be more self-conscious and be less open to interesting and unique poses. So my favorite part about photographing Davina in our space was the challenge of trying to make our space look portrait worthy. I know there's a new trend where companies are putting up spaces for people to go photograph at, which are definitely fun, but don't feel like you are limited to spaces that look really cool or have a lot of character to them. Hopefully you like your space, but if you don't, or don't think that your space would make for a good backdrop for photos, definitely challenge yourself to find that beauty, because I promise that it's there. In ending, I wanted to show you again that you don't need an expensive camera to apply these photo tips that I'm giving you. Although I will say an iPhone is definitely an expensive camera, but you can achieve great photos even with a phone. Well guys, those are my tips, and I'll be honest and tell you, I definitely messed up and did not create an out tag, so here's a graphic to look at. Please, please, please try these photo tips out. I would love to see what you're able to create, and I would love to help troubleshoot any challenges that you might have. Remember to hashtag your photos with hashtag Phil's Photo Tips, and Instagram is definitely the best way for me to see your photos. I would love to have a conversation with you about these, and I just love to be able to help people. So please, 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 please do this. Additionally, if you find these tips useful, please like and subscribe. I'm going to be bringing you a new video every Thursday. Super excited about the content that I'm creating, especially my next video. So you definitely, I will say you should follow me on some Instagrams because I'll be posting my sneak peeks like I've already done for this video.
And 5, 4, 3, 2.
I don't even know if I pressed the button to record. Hashtag story of my life. Just press the button, walk away. Also, do I look like I'm in focus?
Looks like it.
3, 2. Oh my god, I gotta sneeze. Go lay down somewhere. No, actually, stay right here. Stay right here. Stay.
Lay down.
No.
Lay down. Come here. Come here. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down.
Okay. I don't know why I can't memorize it. It's literally like 2 sentences. No, but I need, you're in the shot. I'm going to give you 3. Hey, don't you be recording me?
I'm literally texting
You
you.
better text it away. You're gonna hear me. You're gonna hear me. Okay. Alright. Yo, 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 what up?
I can't be here. You're obviously having a tough time.